Thank you ever so much for coming
No problem.
today. All right. How have you found it so far?
We've really enjoyed the conference so far. We had a bit of an adventure getting here, but now we've got here, it's been really worthwhile. Thoroughly enjoyed the first presentation, set the scene for the day, and of course we were presenting this morning and we had quite a good discussion at the end of our presentation. So yeah.
Good. What sort of questions were people asking? What was sort of of interest to them?
Well, interestingly, as a result of our action research and our collaboration with our students, we've developed a model. Our model's emerging in relation to collaboration, but it's very, very early stages. So some of the comments from the group have suggested we could maybe animate the model, or we could maybe work in partnership with them in developing the model. So that's given us some ideas for thought that we hadn't, that are new to us, which is great.
So it's been worth it in that sense that you've got some quite interesting comments to take forward.
Absolutely, it's been worth it. And I think because it's a student-led conference, the fact that we could present with one of our students was a really great opportunity. And for all those 2 other students involved in the presentation, going back home and being able to share what happened, and maybe they'll get an opportunity in the future. Ideal.
Well, very best of luck with all the work you're doing, and I hope to see you again.
Yeah.
So Claire, thanks ever so much for coming all the way from Liverpool. You've done your presentation today. How do you feel it went?
I feel like it went really well. Actually, we were really nervous about coming up and sort of speaking to everyone, especially when we found out there'd be lecturers as well as students. We just thought we'd be facing other students, and that was nerve-wracking enough. So yeah, it went really well.
Good. And I noticed, because I was there at the end for the questions, were you quite pleased with the questions that were asked, or anything that was surprising?
Yeah, some people to challenge us actually in ways that we wouldn't have thought of before, and questions that we wouldn't have thought had arisen. We actually thought no one will ask any questions, and we'll leave sort of 5 minutes for question time because there wouldn't be any. Some of the flows, so yeah, we were really pleased with the feedback.
Good, all right. Now tell me, are you undergraduate, postgraduate, what are you?
We're undergraduates, we're on our second year of our degree. Some of us combine it, but we're all doing education, some are combined for both subjects.
Okay, and when you graduate, any plans?
Yeah, I'm going to be a primary school teacher. So I'm going to go on to do PGCE and then primary, just work in primary school, stage 1.
Well, very best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm great, and I'm in the final year now.
Right. And what's your subject or
I'm doing something about a pedagogical approach in the classroom and how to develop something about how to teach in classroom. There's some kind of module that will help students to be more active in classroom.
Right. Okay. And is your plan to go back to Malaysia? Are you from Malaysia?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going back to Malaysia and then try to develop what I've done and then bring them back to Malaysia and try to, because definitely this is designed for Malaysian polytechnics, so I try to implement this in the polytechnics. But so far I've done it and it's quite good. It's quite, it's work to the students, so I'm looking forward to publish that module, to deliver, to distribute to the teachers and lecturers.
Great. And how do you think your ideas are going to be received in Malaysia? Do you think that the education system is going to be very excited about what you're doing?
Yeah, so far I met the head of department and they say they're really pleased what I've done. I'm looking forward to see the final product so that at least they can distribute to the all polytechnics and see how it's going to happen after that.
Fantastic. Well, very best of luck with that. Yeah. Well, what are your impressions of the conference so far?
It's lovely, yes. I got see many people, so I got some contacts that can exchange idea, and then the talk is quite really helpful to develop more my studies, give some input for my studies.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much for your poster session. I hope that I think people were quite interested in what you were saying there. Excellent. All right, many thanks indeed. I'm really glad that you decided to present a poster. What made you want to do that as part of this conference?
I'm looking at kind of students' perceptions of the course at John Moores that I'm working on, so I felt that this would be quite a good way to. I thought that this would be a nice way of like getting the work out there and get people kind of interested in similar areas that I'm interested in.
What kind of questions and responses have you got from your presentation so far?
I've had I've had some nice questions. People have been interested in employability, and John Moores has got their own employability award that they developed, so they're interested in how my work relates to the award at John Moores.
Some quite interesting questions.
Yeah,
which is good. And the day so far, any highs and lows to date?
I found the Liverpool Hope student was really interesting, just from the perspective that it was a different presentation, which is always nice, isn't it? Like a bit of a change. So, and they were presented really well as well. I think their course is the module that they were talking about is developed them well. So it's nice to
I'm
see.
glad that I caught some of that. I thought it was really interesting what you were saying. Lovely. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.